Hello, welcome to your session on user and access rights. This video will explain about users and access options available in GoodBooks ERP. Here you will learn how to create a role, assign modules to a role, provide access rights to menu, create a user and assign role to it, assign access rights to user, and provide advanced user rights. In an organization, roles are created for various job functions. Here, let's take an example. This organization has 5 different types of roles. The first is admin, then second CFO, the third accounts officer, the fourth planning manager, and the fifth HR executive. A role can be performed by multiple users, and the first step is to create a role. Then the modules are assigned for the role. Here, the admin module has access to few modules like administration, stores, data warehouse, etc. Similarly, the CFO role has access to costing, fixed assets, accounts, etc. In contrary, the accounts officer has access to only 3 modules: accounts, sales, and purchase. By using role versus module, we can link modules to the role. Once this is done, let's see how menu level access is provided to a role. In this example, we take a role named accounts officer who has access only to 3 modules: accounts, sales, and purchase. We provide menu level access to each module to which he is authorized to access. Most of the menu will be classified into masters, transactions, and reports, and further menus will be grouped under each parent menus. Here we give access rights to accounts master and restrict access to group master, instrument, where he does not have access to work on it. In transaction, we give access to receipt voucher, payment voucher, and contra voucher. Once this is done, we'll go ahead and create users and assign role to each user. Here I have created 10 users and they will be assigned to roles. Since this organization has only one CFO named Harry, the role is assigned to that user. But there are 3 accounts users sharing the same role. Example, William, Raju, and Rahim. Again, the HR executive role is shared by 2 users, Arul and Sunny. Hope this gives you a clarity on roles and rights. Let's go ahead and see the same in GoodBooks ERP demo. Let me go ahead and create the same in GoodBooks ERP. Open admin module, masters, roles and rights, then role. Let me create a new role by giving code and name. So I give the name accounts officer, then I type in the remarks and save. The role is created. Now let me assign modules to the role. So I open role module, I select the role, then I select the modules. So I click add row, you can select the first module, accounts. So this role will have access only to the 3 modules. Next I go ahead and give menu level access to the role. I select the role. You can see only the 3 modules listed under this role. So first I select accounts. I could see master transaction reports on the left side. I click on the masters and it expands, and in the right pane you can see all the menu listed under that. I can give access to each menu. I can insert, update, delete, view, print, and export. So I restrict some access to accounts schedule, group, so that he can only view. The person cannot, the role cannot insert or update or delete any transaction. So I give full rights to the ledger. Then I go to transaction. So I could see all the transaction listed on the right side. So I give limited access to receipts and payments. So I have removed delete rights so that they cannot delete any transaction which is made under the menu. So I give some all rights to the reports, full rights. Now let me select other 2 modules. So I give some rights to the purchase, then sales, So once this is done, I go ahead and create a new user. So the user will be the same what I have given before, shown before, Raju. Let me select Raju. I give the name Raju. I can either generate the password here. So once it is generated, it goes directly to the user email. I type in the password directly here. Now I select the role, which is accounts officer. Then I give the login name. So here I give other information like the mail ID, mobile number, and the valid from and valid to what you see in the bottom. So this user will be valid till that date. Now I can save it. You can also add any photos of the user over here. So once this is done, I go ahead with user access rights. So here I can select the user and I can give access to the units, organization units. So since this has multiple organization units, I have given access to one organization unit. This is called user access rights. I give access to one period so that you can access only this financial period. Now let me open the user which I have created. So I type in Raju and type in the password. Now you could see only the 3 modules listed for this user. You can see in the right side. So once it logged in, you can see only the 3 modules listed for this user. Now you can see the menu which is listed for this role. So that's it. Now you go back and give advanced user rights. So advanced user rights is like you give transaction level rights for a menu. So I'm going ahead and I'm selecting the modules, and right side you can see the menu. There is payment voucher. You could see multiple transactions under the payment voucher. Now I give rights only to one type of transaction, which is bank payment, which you can see under the payment voucher. So this user will have access to only that transaction.